Hey everyone, Game Master here, and this is a video that a lot of you probably weren't expecting. Yep, this is a campaign video. So if you guys don't know, Veteran is basically what it used to be the highest difficulty that campaign could go until realism became a thing, but I'm not about to play this campaign on realism. Realism is like one shot you're dead. Yeah, I'm not playing realism, but I will be playing Veteran, and I think that's a pretty good achievement itself. I've never tried to play this campaign on Veteran. I've always played it on normal. I've only beat it once. So yeah, let's play. I'm willing to play the campaign on Veteran. I've beaten the Black Ops 1 campaign on Veteran difficulty, but realism, no. Such a cool opening montage. This campaign is the only thing that reminds me that this game is set in the 80s. This is such a cool idea, a campaign being set in the 1980s. I wish the multiplayer and zombies did more to reflect that time period. No, I feel bad because Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and God forbid Infinity Ward, they do a lot of research to make their campaigns as accurate as possible, and people don't give them credit for it. This is pretty cool though, because like the Cold War is such a perfect time period to set a Black Ops game. Because when you think Black Ops, you think like undercover, like off the books, and yeah, like the Cold War for the most part was that. It's called the Cold War because there wasn't really a lot of fighting going on, but who's to say there wasn't undercover stuff going on behind the scenes? Like, this is such a perfect idea. I wish this campaign was longer and had more time to be worked on because it's such a cool idea and it's already so good. This campaign actually begins the same exact way Black Ops 1 does. It makes sense considering the twist this game has. Adler is so fucking cool. Like, oh my god. I love his hair too. Oh. By the way, no homo. The sensitivity I have this game is not at all like cinematic. So we're closing in on our first gunfight in Veteran. I'm actually pretty nervous to see how fast it is. Basically, imagine campaign, except the time to kill applies to you is like modern campfires. That's really what it is. For these guys, I'll throw in a grenade. I might have a death count, because why not, to be honest. Oh, Jesus, okay. A lot of bullets came at me and I died. So really when it comes to Veteran difficulty, it's not that. You just gotta be very patient. Like, you see what I'm doing right here? You can't run out. You gotta, like, stay in the back. Take it very slow. What? Why? Oh. I'm glad this isn't time because this would be a lot more difficult on Veteran. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Kasim, where you going? Let's go, Kasim. Let's go, Kasim. Come on. Woo! Slow motion. That sucker punch is always so cool. Let's have some fun. I was so stressed with playing this campaign for the first time because I thought your choices were like very severe, but really no, there's only 2 endings to this game. So like, and those 2 endings only depend on the final choice you make. So yeah, really none of these choices matter. In Black Ops 2, everything mattered. Like every single tiny choice there was throughout the campaign mattered so much. And like there were so many different ending variations. Like that campaign was so awesome, like so many multiple choices. Here, they tried to do the same thing, but I guess because of like deadlines, they couldn't really work in the campaign as much as they could. This game was made during a global pandemic. Not only that, but Treyarch was ripped straight off of Black Ops 4 and forced to turn Sledgehammer's game into one of their own. So this game should have been awful. Like a lot of people don't understand that. This game the fact that it even functions is so impressive. This just shows that Treyarch is awesome, man. Like, if they can do this during a global pandemic with only 2 years of development time, imagine what they can do with no interruptions for 3 years. Like, they haven't had the chance to do that in so long. With Black Ops 4, not only did Activision force them to hurry up and make Blackout, but they were also forced to release the game a month earlier. Really, the last game that they had a lot of time and resources to make was Black Ops 3. And even though I don't like that game, They did a decent job with it, I feel like. So badass. I don't know if this is timed or not, so I'm just rushing. I'm actually just rushing this. Get to the truck, get to the truck! Ah! Okay, I don't... Oh, everything's shooting me. Oh, God! No! Oh, God, oh, God. Okay, so you just gotta duck at the right time. Oh, God. Oh, my God, get away from these guys! Die! Quick scope. Get quick scope, kid. I know how to work out RCXD. I'm on veteran. Oh, so badass, man. Like, this is so stupid. I love it. Oh, I love you, Treyarch. Look at this. Woods is having way too much fun with this. It's so convenient that all of the villains know perfect English.
Who the fuck is Perseus?
That's like the one Woods line in the campaign that makes me laugh every time. Like, all that serious talking, like, he's so relatable. It's like, who's the fuck Perseus? So, spoiler alert, but one cool thing about Perseus in this game is that you never really find out who it is. And I think that's pretty badass. Here he is, guys. Ronald Reagan, here at last. Imagine having on your resume that you voice acted for Ronald Reagan. I voiced Ronald Reagan in Call of Duty. These characters say a lot of weird lines about, like, specifically targeted around Bell, and it just leaves you scratching your head at first, but then you beat the campaign and you're like, oh wow, that's awesome. Seriously, if my only complaint about this campaign is the fact that it's too short, then that just means they made a really good campaign, which they did. Alright, and I'm going to talk about this real quick. A lot of people were saying, like, a lot of people were so mad, like, oh, non-binary, oh, it's not historically accurate, man. This game has fucking zombies. And not only that, but, like, when it comes to the campaign, like, there's so much more that's not historically accurate. Like, these guys commit war crimes on a daily basis. But having an option to be non-binary is such a petty thing to complain about. Bunch of toxic, masculine weirdos who don't want non-binary people in no Call of Duty games. Like, I'm sorry for the rant, but that just makes me so, like, oh my god. Park standing there just being a typical badass. Look at Lazar here, freaking Burger Town shirt. Oh, that's such a weird thing that Treyarch acknowledged. Like, out of all of the stuff for both Exo Zombies, World War II Zombies, Infinite Warfare Zombies, they choose Burger Town to make a reference to. Like, look at what this guy's wearing. Standard shirt, Park, yep, military. This Adler, yep. And then this guy over here with a Burger Town t-shirt. Like, I can't. By the way, Treyarch did a phenomenal job with the soundtrack to this game. Just, oh, mwah, thank you, Daddy Treyarch, for this wonderful game. Like, really, come on. Wonderful campaign. Decent multiplayer, kind of ruined by skill-based matchmaking. Pretty good zombie season. They did a good job, at least to me. I know it's not possible, but if Treyarch was able to direct, like, every single Call of Duty game, like, every single year, every game would be great. I'm dead serious. Infinity Ward are so incompetent in their jobs. It's like the only game they made that I actually really enjoyed was Infinite Warfare, and that was only because it didn't feel like an Infinity Ward game in the slightest. It felt way more like a Treyarch game because it had a super ambitious campaign. Multiplayer was just archaic fun. Zombies was a masterpiece. Yeah, it was literally a Treyarch game made by Infinity Ward somehow. I really did sleep on Infinite Warfare multiplayer. Like, I wish I played it a lot back in the day, but I was, like, very stubborn. Like, I was not a multiplayer kid in the early days of Call of Duty. I only played for campaign and zombies. What got me into the series was Black Ops Zombies, actually. That's the only reason I bought a Call of Duty game, so I could play zombies. This is such a cool Vietnam setting. This looks so good. So that's Butcher. I wonder if that's the same Butcher from Sledgehammer's World War II games. I actually don't know. I mean, it could be. Like, look at how much color there is, man. You don't see this in any of the other new Call of Duty games. It sucks. Dude, they're playing the freaking music while we're riding in a helicopter in Vietnam. Like, you gotta love this. This makes me want to see another Vietnam trailer game. Yay! Woo! Let's destroy stuff! Yeah! Yeah! Never mess with the USA!
You and me, Bill. Let's do this.
You know, people in the war are not that enthusiastic about running into battle. Not at all. It's less about, let's do this, and more like, oh, here we go. Stay alive. Oh god, oh god. How it feels to play Modern Campfire. Just walking around and you just someone in the window just sprays you. You know, it'd be cool if Adler's Vietnam outfit was unlockable in multiplayer. That'd be pretty cool. What's this guy doing with his little RPG? Get out of there. If you want me, you're gonna have to go to your friend. Yeah! You fulfilled your purpose. Yeah! It's so cool. Such a cool feature. Oh god! That man jumped out. He was ready. He was rehearsing that move. I love how Sim said, cut that out. Sim said no. Like, I'm just trying to record a video and something in the background has to be loud. I really don't know what that is. I don't know if it's outside my window. I don't know if it's my air conditioning. Just something has to go wrong. You wanna know what's a sad feeling? A lot of the people who say Cold War is awful never played this. They never experienced this. To me, like, a lot of people just look at the multiplayer and they let that decide if the entire game is bad or not. I look at all three things. Like, for Black Ops 3, I've changed my mind since then, but when I first played it, the only thing I enjoyed was zombies. I hated the campaign and multiplayer, so to me, 1/3 of the game was good. So I just said it was bad. Even though I'm mainly a zombies guy, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun in the game, it still doesn't change the fact that 2 out of 3 of the things I liked just weren't enjoyable. So I consider it a bad game. I feel like a lot of people need to do that more often. And in Modern Campfire's case, everything sucked. Like everything is the only Call of Duty game I've ever played where every aspect of the game was awful. Modern Campfire to this day is still the worst Call of Duty game I've ever played, and honestly one of the worst video games I've ever played. Oh wow, I completed the mission. I didn't even realize I was getting close to it. Ah, it wouldn't be a campaign if something didn't go wrong. That's so cool. It's so crazy. Like, it really is so crazy that 2 missions in, and already this campaign is infinitely more interesting than Modern Campfire's was. It's just 2 missions. I almost died right there. I can literally microwave a hot dog in the time it takes to reload this LMG. Oh god. Oh, he said here it comes. Jesus. I got shot with an RPG right when that happened. I thought I actually got blown up. Oh, Call of Duty, I love you. Never change. Like, it's just a random, a random dramatic shot for no reason. So good. So my one big complaint when it comes to this campaign specifically is a lot of the returning characters they brought back, they're kind of stereotypes of themselves, you know? Like, Woods wasn't just like the very tough, badass best friend. Like he was still a grounded character, you know? Like in Black Ops 1, he felt like a grounded person, but he also like was still Woods. In this campaign though, he feels more like a cartoon. Like he feels very like cartoonish. Like yeah, he was like very secretive, like by the books. But he wasn't a douche about it. In this game, he's a big douche. These writers are definitely not bad writers. I just think they didn't really know like what made the Black Ops 1 characters work so well. So this mission really won't be difficult on veteran, I feel, because you can pretty much avoid a lot of gunfights. It's definitely a cool mission, and it's also cool seeing Mao the Toten pre-zombies transformation, just seeing it in the campaign. We look so shady, just all three of us walking to the back of this car. Adler is so cool. I don't know what it is about him. Like, he doesn't have like a cool thing about him. He's just pretty cool. It's challenging making a new character that can stack up to iconic favorites like Mason, Woods, Hudson, but I think Adler does. Like, to be honest, I really think he's a pretty cool guy. I hope he appears in Sherlock's next game. At the end of Modern Campfare's life cycle, they literally took the main villain of Call of Duty 4 and turned him into just a thing to be used in a Warzone cutscene. Like, that's so dumb. Aw, that's cute. A plus J. Okay, use camera to attack enemies. This is pretty cool because you can literally like see what these guys are through walls. So what happens if you let that guy live as he betrays you and yeah. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, I get to kill you all over again. You're wearing a burger. You were just wearing a Burger Town shirt, Lazar. The worst map in Exo Zombies. Probably one of the worst maps ever released. You're wearing. What? Do you have the Tortured Path sneakers? Also, there's this cool little like tiny subplot of how Lazar has a crush on Park, and it's just so cute. Sit down. Yep, she's taking a nap. Screw you! Screw you! God dang it! I didn't know. I forgot he. Okay. Oh, that's cool. This is really that's really cool. If you know the twist, that is so cool. So if you check that closet, you get captured. So what happens if I try to leave? Oh, can't leave. All right. Well. How did he sneak an unconscious woman into his apartment without his wife or daughter seeing him? Like, what? When would he have had time to do that, actually? Because didn't he just enter his apartment? You know what? Never mind. That's such a cool shot. Seeing our friends who's just about to breach. That's so... my screen was not red 1 second, and then I'm just dead the next. Nope. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hi. When it came to Black Ops 1 on Veteran, it felt like the enemies had like very precise accuracy and you died in like 2 to 3 bullets. Here, not really. Maybe it's because of the upgrades I have of Bell, but it's actually pretty easy. Like, definitely not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.